The sun was brutal that afternoon, beating down on the sidewalk where Camilla stood with a clipboard and a stack of raffle tickets. Senior prom fundraiser, $5 each. She'd been repeating the pitch for hours, her voice nearly gone. A familiar black convertible rolled up beside her. Her stomach dropped. The blond guy from before leaned out of the driver's seat, aviators reflecting the street like a mirror. Before she could even step back, he snatched the remaining tickets from her hand. "I'll take them," he said, peeling off a wad of cash and tossing it onto her clipboard. Camilla stiffened. "I didn't—" He cut her off with a smirk. "Just doing my civic duty, supporting the youth. You know how it is." She didn't buy a word of it. He leaned closer, voice dropping into a mocking whisper. "By the way, someone might approach you soon, trying to drag you into some legal case they're fabricating against me." Camilla's pulse spiked. He continued, tone dripping with false concern. "You should keep those kinds of people away, for your own good." Then he added almost casually, "It'd be unfortunate if you got involved, especially since my uncle owns the factory where your dad works." Her jaw clenched. Heat rose in her chest. She wanted to scream at him, throw the money back in his face, anything. But she didn't. She swallowed her anger, forced her expression neutral, and let him drive away. Protecting her father mattered more than her pride. Back home, her mother was already calling from the hallway. "Mija, get ready. We're going to your aunt's party tonight." Camilla tried to slip past her, but her mom caught the look on her face. "What's wrong?" "Nothing," Camilla said quickly. "Just tired." Her mom didn't buy it, but she didn't push. "And Hector? You haven't mentioned him." Camilla sighed. "I've been avoiding him. I think he's getting the wrong idea." Her mom raised an eyebrow. "Are you still going to the Papi Gringo concert with him?" "Yes." "Then stop overthinking and get ready. Tonight is for family, music, and food. Not work, not school, and definitely not boys." They arrived at a rural house surrounded by open land and mango trees. The air smelled like lechon, smoke, and fresh grass. Camilla wore a white and red sundress, her hair tied in a neat ponytail. Her aunt greeted her with a crushing hug. "Perfect timing. We don't have anyone to play the congas tonight." Before Camilla could protest, she was seated beside a young man holding an electric guitar. He was a bit chubby, brown-skinned, with soft features and dark hair. Then Jessica walked in, wearing a traditional Gibra skirt, hair loose, glowing like she stepped out of a festival painting. Camilla stared for a moment, stunned by how effortlessly beautiful she was. Her aunt introduced them. "Jessica, this is Camila. She'll be on the congas." Jessica smiled warmly. "Nice to meet you." The guitarist leaned toward Camilla. "I'm used to her stealing the spotlight. Been that way since I was born." Camilla blinked. "Wait, you're Marcos?" He nodded. She felt a pang of sympathy. "You're handsome. You shouldn't feel jealous." He laughed. "I'm 90s sitcom chubby neighbor handsome. She's Victoria's Secret catalog Miss Universe level gorgeous. I've made peace with it." He plucked a harmonic on his guitar, a perfect, ringing note. Jessica spun around instantly. "Marcos, if I hear any sweet picking tonight, I'm smashing that guitar over your head." Marcos and Camilla exchanged nervous smiles. As Jessica walked away, he whispered, "She's actually a sweetheart, under all that." The music started, Bomba rhythms filling the air. Camilla's hands found the congas naturally, responding to Jessica's movements as she danced in the center of the circle. Marcos followed on guitar, weaving melody around the beat. People clapped, laughed, shouted encouragement. Live. Meanwhile, back at the cinema, the lobby felt like a ghost town. No premiere, no crowds, no influencers, just the hum of the AC and the faint smell of popcorn that had been sitting too long under the warmer. Hector leaned against the concession counter, tapping a broom handle on the floor. "Man, it's dead tonight." Elke, restocking candy with zero urgency, nodded. "Yeah, I've seen more action in a dentist's waiting room." Hector exhaled, staring at the empty lobby. "I think Camilla's avoiding me." Elke paused mid-snack shelf. Avoiding you? Why? I don't know, Hector muttered. She's been distant, short texts, no memes, no TikToks. That's basically a breakup, and we're not even dating. Before Elke could respond, Mr. Rios marched over with his clipboard tucked under his arm. I hear someone asking for Camila, he said. She requested tonight off. Family gathering or something. Hector blinked. Oh. Mr. Rios didn't notice the disappointment in his voice. So don't go calling her or bothering her. She's off the clock. Then he walked away, muttering about payroll. Elke raised an eyebrow. Well, that answers that. Hector didn't reply. He just stared at the floor. The front doors swung open. Alex stumbled in, distracted, scrolling through his phone. Yo, guys! He didn't see Hector stepping forward. They collided. Hard. Hector stumbled backward, and something flew out of Alex's hands. An envelope, bursting open midair like a paper grenade. Dozens of $20 bills fluttered across the lobby like confetti. No, 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 no! Alex shrieked, diving to the floor. Hector and Elke immediately dropped down with him, scrambling to grab the bills before the AC vents sucked them away. Elke scooped up a handful. Bro, this is like a lot of money. Hector handed over another stack. Are you running a casino out of your backpack? Alex snatched the envelope back, stuffing the bills inside with shaking hands. I can't lose this. I can't. I'm dead if I lose this. Elke sat back on his heels. Look, man, I know it ain't my business, but what the heck are you doing with that much cash? Alex zipped the envelope into his jacket, eyes darting around like someone might be watching. I'll tell you guys soon, he said, voice low. Just not today. He stood up, dusted himself off, and headed toward the exit. I'm clocking out early. Hector and Elke watched him leave, the automatic doors closing behind him with a soft hiss. Elke crossed his arms. Well, that wasn't suspicious at all. Hector stared at the door, worry creeping into his expression. Yeah, something's going on. The lobby fell silent again. Back at the party, a DJ took over the music, giving Marcos and Camila a break. Marcos leaned closer. I saw you at the scene a few weekends ago. With Hector, Alex, and Erica. Camila frowned. I didn't see you. He grinned. I look different without corpse paint. I was the guitarist for the second band. Oh. And you and Hector? You make a nice couple. Camila nearly choked. We're just friends. Marcos raised his hands. Awkward. Later, Jessica hugged Camila goodbye. Hope my brother didn't bore you. You're great on the congas. Marcos waved as he left. Work early tomorrow. It was late when Camila finally got home. The street was quiet, except for one figure waiting by the gate. Valeria. Can we talk? She asked softly. Camila nodded and stepped aside with her. Valeria explained the lawsuit, how difficult it was, how powerful the blond guy's family was, how his father being a judge made everything harder. Camila swallowed. He threatened my family, and I didn't see anything that night. Nothing that could help. Valeria's shoulders fell. I understand. Truly. She left with a tired smile. Camila stood alone under the streetlight, the night breeze brushing her hair. For the first time, she wondered if staying silent was protecting her family or letting something dangerous grow.